Hello YouTube, I'm that girl biker, this is Sena, this is Shoei, and we're going to see if it's a match made in heaven. Now if you're new to my channel, congratulations, you've made it onto the cool side of YouTube. Now I am absolutely obsessed with motorbikes. A little bit of cars, a little bit of motocross, but just bikes. I love bikes. So on my channel you've got ride outs, bike maintenance, rebuilds, gadgets, bike shows. Basically if it's to do with bikes, it's probably on there or about to be on there. So go and have a look. And don't forget to hit that subscribe. Now we've got the awkward introductions out the way. Keys in, clutch out, and let's go. So as you can see, I have got the dual kit here. So I'm going to be installing one on the Shoei helmet today, on my helmet. And then we'll probably look at installing one on Ash's Bell helmet. Has he got a bell? We're going to be installing it onto Ash's helmet. Not in this video, because we don't want to make it too long. So we'll just focus on mine today. So, what's in the box? Okay, let's go. Oh. Aha, so it is 2 boxes, obviously. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's a little bit fancy. There we go. So I've watched a couple of installation videos, but that doesn't mean that this is going to be successful. Oh, do you know, it just feels a little bit luxury. 60S Wave Intercom. Do we have English? Lots of instructions. Wow. Okay, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, that's quite heavy as well. Okay. Ground control to Major Tom. Let's get everything out. Let's see where we're at, because there's even more stuff. Ah. So these are the switchable plates. You can change the colour. So we'll get those out. That out. More headphones? Speakers? That's another. Ah, okay, right. I figured it. So it comes with all the accessories and everything you will ever need for your Sena. So you've got your main unit here. It's already on one mounting bracket, but you have got 2 other mounts for it there. You've got your mic, which is already attached, plus another one there and another one there. You've got these here, which are your speakers. You've got these pads here that you can insert in your helmet before putting the speaker on, and that'll just push it closer to your ears. And then you've got these are quite cool. So these here are for changing the different face plates on here, so you can have different colours basically. And then you've got your box of 3M tape and sticky pads. So that's pretty extensive for a comms unit. I'm quite impressed with that. Now the unit does already come sat in some housing, but attached to that housing is a mic. Now this mic is mainly for like your open faced helmets, which I do not have. So we're going to switch it out and we're going to go for the little baby mic. So it is just magnetic, it should just pop off. Oh, watch it go flying. And that feels quite secure on there actually. So we're going to pop this down there because we don't need this bit. So it does come with 2 different styles of housing. You have got the one that slips over the rim or the sticky one. So I'm going to go with the one that slips over the rim. Now this is going to look a little bit weird. It's designed to go on the left hand side for obvious reasons. However, I'm going to pop it on the right. Now the reason for that is just due to me having another existing unit onto the helmet, and I would like to do a comparison between the Sena and the other one at some point. So we are going to fit it back to front essentially. If you have a helmet donut, this is a perfect time to use it. I don't, so we're just going to use a towel, and it'll just help to protect the helmet. So we're going to pull out all your inserts here. So normally they have 3 clips on them. 1, 2, 3. Pull it out of there. 1, 2, 3. and pull it out of there. Woo! Now, depending on how you want to wire, I would take out, you know, the main bit at the back as well, this bit, and just pull it forward. So first of all, I am going to fit on the housing. Remember, this is going to be back to front because I'm doing it on the opposite side. So it is going to be a bit of a fight because this is rubber and that's rubber. So it won't just slide on so easy. Not going to damage anything, is it? And I have the strength of a 5-year-old child. So that's on, but that was actually quite a fight to get on, which is good, I suppose. It means it's not going to come off easily. So we have the wires, which are back to front on mine, because obviously your wires would be at the back. So let's just undo this. You've got a couple of the sticky pads, so it's 3M on one side and then Velcro on the other. That's to sit in, if you've got the little ear holes, to sit in there, and then your speaker will attach to that, so it doesn't fall out. So put that in. And that sits in there nicely. So your speakers, we're going to put the one with the shortest cable closest to the unit, and the one with the longest cable you're going to trace around the back interior to where you've just fitted the little Velcro bit. Shove that in there. And your other one. Shove that in there. So that's both your speakers placed. So these ones I mentioned earlier, the 3D pads, obviously insert them into the holes in your helmet. So the holes that are already there, you can pop them in and it'll just push the speakers outwards a little bit towards your ears. I don't like having these in. I just feel it sits a lot better when it's flush. But each to their own. To attach the mic, you've got a male and a female in red. Lady in red. And they just slot into each other until you hear a little click, I believe. Oh, yeah, a little baby click. So that's in place. I'll just get a little pad for the mic. One of these, and we'll sit that inside. So it can be a little bit of trial and error where you stick your mic. I do a lot of recording, use mics quite a lot, so I know sort of where to sit it in my helmet. I don't like to put it right in front because you can get a lot of like noise. So I just sit it off centre slightly. So we're going to put that one right there. And that'll sit on. So with it being sort of an oblong shape, rectangular shape, you can move the mic slightly if you need to. And obviously do the cable facing back. So that's your mic on, the housing on, your speakers in. Now for some cable maintenance. So it has got a little ring that you can slide up and down just to hold the wires together. I'll just sit them flat. So we'll put, actually this is going to be fun getting it in with that. And we'll put our cheek pad back in, which were always a fight. So I know a lot of companies do the poppers first and then slot this in. I find it way easier doing it this way around. So I'm going to pull the cables away from where that's going to jam in. I don't want to be crimping any of the cables. So I've just got them pulled forward. Fold your cables back up. Put your strap through. And then I go in from the top. And I can see it. Super easy.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And there we have it. So when you fit in your cheek pads and all that, just make sure that there are no wires trapped. And that's how I've done mine. Just chase them round. You'll probably chase them around the back. Straps are free and we are good to go. Now it does say on here, remove this cover before use. So it's essentially a dust cover, is this. So it's just a little cap that sits over the USB-C. So if your Sena is off and it is maybe your helmet's in storage, just pop that on and it will just protect it from dust going in it. We can take that off because we know to remove before flight. And that should just sit in place. So turning it on, there's a button at the back and your jog dial, this is called. So hold them. So it won't have picked that up, but it just said hello. And it was looking to pair. That is a little bit fancy, isn't it? That is cool. That does look good. It does also have a flashlight, and this makes me laugh, especially because I have got it on the wrong side. It's obviously aiming back. So it's got a little button there. You can't hear it, but it just went flashlight on. It's telling me it's got a low battery, but obviously it's not been charged yet. So flashlight off. I think that's absolutely awesome. So it's got a little rubber cap at the back here. If you pull that back, that is for your charger. You've obviously got the flashlight button there. I'm guessing that's your volume, just an educated guess. That one's your mesh intercom button. And that one's your phone button. So it is quite straightforward, but I think it looks good. So next up, I'll download the app and see how intuitive that is, and we shall go from there. So I would say that is pretty intuitive. The app takes you through everything. There is a manual if you want to read the manual, but that is super easy. So audio, obviously you might not be able to hear this, it might not pick up, but I just want to see how loud it really is. I'll just use some generic song so I don't get copyrighted, of course. That is loud. That is brilliant. That is actually so loud. Now that'll be a blessing for me. Obviously, I've got noisy bikes, and I do struggle to hear Ash typically when using previous intercom systems. So that fills me with confidence because that is so loud. So the next thing to do would be to go out and obviously take it on a ride, see how it is, get Ash's fitted to his helmet, to his bell helmet. If he's not got a bell helmet, then there's just not going to be no joke here, and I'm just going to look really stupid. But that's the next thing to do, fit it to his and see how we get on. But for someone who just sort of unboxed it with you guys and fumbled through it, that was very easy to set up, and I'm quite impressed with that. Even though it is on the wrong side, but we move, and that needs must when you're doing videos and things like that. But the true test is obviously going to be out on the road. So I think we'll sign off here. So as always, thank you for taking time out of your very important lives to watch my nonsense, but sometimes informative, partially funny videos. I do appreciate it, every single one of you. And I just hit a fairly big milestone for me of 2,000 subscribers. So thank you. Don't forget, guys and gals, to like, comment, subscribe, and hype, because every single like, comment, share, and all that fantastic stuff really helps the channel to grow. And as we know, I'm new to this YouTube malarkey, so I need all the support I can get. And I shall see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogtober.